Hello there, Tyrant here, and I just finished watching episode 2 of Hinamatsuri, and so it's getting as ridiculous as ever. We get introduced to, I would say, two new characters. So during the first half of the episode, we get a new psychic. Uh, Shoot, what's her name? Anzu, if I remember correctly. Apparently, she got sent to take care of Hina and like basically assassinate her. So like okay, it's gonna be interesting because they're two psychic girls, and yeah, that was gonna become its own thing. And when the moment she kind of like showed up into this world, she like already assaulted a whole bike gang to survive. She's been stealing, and it's been getting attention from all the other residents. So uh, the organization kind of like, we got to deal with this, and not Nita's like, yeah, no, no. So he kind of gets help with Hina, and they kind of, instead of doing a major epic psychic battle, it kind of like dies down to this weird game of rock paper scissors and making someone look a certain direction. So like, huh, okay. And somehow towards the, she kind of lost that game and kind of gave up on Hina after showing her what she's been up to in this world. And somehow gets stuck on stuck here, and now she can't go home, and she's not willing to suck up and go back to Hina and Nita. Nita, I can't remember his name. Yeah, I think it's Nita. Nita. I'll figure out his name properly. But yeah, she's stuck there now. We'll see what's gonna happen with her, because if you saw the intro, she's kind of ends up somewhere. So we'll see what happens there. But it was fun. I think the second half of the episode is more ridiculous. So I'm glad that they kind of split it up into two. So second half, Nita is kind of finally realizing how his life has changed a lot and what people think of him a little bit. Uh, in a way that he didn't realize, because he hasn't been hanging around the clubs, picking up women, kind of doing that single man life. Uh, and and it's funny to see, uh, you know, him trying to go back to that lifestyle, because everyone thinks he's kind of calmed down because of his quote unquote daughter, and it's really funny to see. But he's kind of like, no, I want to go with my old life, and he kind of neglects Hina in a small manner. He doesn't want to like mess with her, but he kind of just like ends up, I think, like mackerel or tuna fish in a can, and that's it. And I thought Hina was gonna be more upset with this, but no, she was more kind of sad in that he hasn't been spending time with her. Because if you see some of the flashbacks, they've been spending time together, playing video games, stuff like that. And she just wanted to spend time with him, and it's funny that Hina kind of gets her friend to kind of tail him, and it's funny because it leads to a tiny little adventure where Hina's friend is kind of left at one of the bars that Nina frequents a lot, and she becomes the substitute bartender just there, and they're like, okay, what? Sure. And Hina finally, after a little talk with the bartender there, or not there, but with the bartender, kind of tells Nita, in a way, like I want to spend more time with you. So they want to go. She wants to join Nita at a girly bar. And like, whoa, what? Okay. And then Nita says, sure, yeah. So he decides to get everyone and say, let's go to a girly bar, and like, yeah, everyone's So yeah, he invites everyone who's at that bar and includes the bartender. They all go out to a girly bar and have their fun. Um, and then Hina's friend is just tagging along, and she's like the only normal one there ish in a way, but everyone else is normal. But like you're taking kids to a girly bar, no one gets it. But maybe because he's with her sometimes there. But she's spending time with him, and she really likes it. And he wakes up the next morning with a really bad hangover and a bill for 2.5 million yen, and like, yeah, you can't keep doing that every night, but it kind of goes back a little bit to normalcy. So yeah, now we're just gonna have to wait and see how uh, things go from there. But it's fun having those little clips and get introduced to two new characters, the Anzu, the other psychic, and the new bartender, and a little bit more update to Hina's school friend. I would say no more adventures with Hina at that point. But no, yeah. So that's kind of my thoughts on the second episode of Hinamatsuri. See what more shenanigans come out of it. So, thanks again for watching. Until next time.